Hello, everybody. It's Lloyd from Iron Dog Journey. It's a great Tuesday today, people. I woke up and wanted nothing to do with this workout at all. Despite how I felt yesterday, despite, you know, high hopes, high dreams, I wanted nothing to do with it. And I honestly almost didn't work out. My body's sore. I slept good, but boy, was I not done sleeping. And I came out to the garage and I kind of stood there, and I was gonna just drink my coffee and wake up, and then, I thought, you know what? At least you can do 100 burpees, 100 sit-ups. And so that's what I did. I pulled it together. I went into auto mode and I just did it. Nothing fancy, just 100 deliberate burpees and 100 sit-ups. And I'm really happy I did. And the funny thing about exercise, or any other goal for that matter, the brain is weak. Sometimes the brain can be weak. We feel like, your emotions, or, you're led by the silliest, the weakest part of your being. If you don't want to, all of a sudden, your emotions take over and you don't feel like doing it. And it's super easy not to. And it's easy to convince yourself, because your brain will start telling you all the reasons why it's not a big deal. You don't need to do that. And if you practice deliberate action and just doing things anyways, even if you don't know why you're doing them, even if it doesn't feel beneficial at the time, sometimes there's magic on the other side of that. Doing it anyways, going through the motions, just do it. You'll thank yourself for it later, And I think that's what a lot of people get wrong, when they go off on a fitness journey, or they try to learn an instrument, or learn to paint or draw or whatever. Like, they don't stick with it long enough, and B, they just don't do it when they don't feel like doing it. Because the funny thing is, you got this far in life probably not doing something, and it was easy, and that became your routine. Your routine became not doing this action. And so in order to change, in order to learn this new action, in order to get good at something, you have to do it. And that might mean you have to force yourself to do it. And there's magic on the other side of that. And I think, for some people, it helps to have accountability, and I think that's why it's really great to have a community of people that can cheer you on, or you can see them going when they don't feel like it, and then so you feel conviction, or you just feel like, well, I'll go because they're going. I'll do it because they're doing it. I'll learn it because they're learning it. Little healthy competition sometimes is healthy. It's good for you. And other people, it's all a solo game, For me, I don't know. I think I benefit a lot from a community. I don't have a big community. And for whatever reason, the fitness community on YouTube that I was surrounding myself with has deteriorated quite a bit. It seems like everybody's kind of dropped off, and maybe it's summer, maybe people just have things to do. I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of people now. And of course, I don't have a lot of time to comment, and I try to catch up with everybody as much as I can by watching, people's workouts and whatnot. But, the community is getting kind of slim, and that's okay. That's okay. That's when, you have to stop listening to your voice in your head that says, I don't feel like it, or it's not, there's no point, or it's not a worthwhile endeavor, because it is. And you felt that way at one point. And if you haven't felt that way, maybe you haven't even got to that point yet. That's okay, you will. But you have to be consistent. You have to stick with it, and you have to be consistent. You have to just keep on getting back to it over and over and over and over. You don't have to love it, and not every workout's going to be, all out. Some workouts are, just deliberate work, and some are just plain work. I mean, let's face it, it is exercise, and some of it's not easy. But I'd like to encourage you to forget what you already know, forget where you've already been, forget what you used to be able to do, forget what you wish you could do in the future. Sometimes you just need to be in the present moment, and you just need to do what you know you need to do. And don't get me wrong, this is coming from a guy that really didn't want to work out today. My shoulders, the back of my shoulders sore, the area where my pacemaker feels sore. I don't know what's going on there. And so it's not a super fun. Today wasn't an easy workout, even though I didn't really do a lot comparatively. But I just think it's so important, and I know that I'll feel better for doing it all day long. You feel proud of yourself, you feel accomplished, you feel like you did something to move your life in a positive direction, Because at the end of the day, we can do nothing and time will go by. You can do whatever you want, time will still go by. You can work out and time will still go by. I mean, at the end of the day, time just flies. Time flies. And you can watch 6 months go by, you could watch a year go by, 5 years, 10 years, and you could either have been working that whole time and you get to enjoy the results of your hard work, or you can just not do it and dream about the things that you wish you would have done, wish you could have done. There's nothing worse than a life of regret, living in some life of, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. And I have plenty of those, especially in my art career. I went to the top. I was headed to the top in my photography game. And I was surrounded by some really amazing people, amazing opportunities. And, life kind of fell apart. And I had to go on a soul journey to try to find myself again. And it took a really long time. And the only regret is, letting the momentum go, because you do build some momentum as you work out. Each day that goes by, you build a little bit more momentum. Like for instance, if you exercise every day, you get a little stronger, you get a little bit better at doing things. And it doesn't go away right away. We were at the park last night with our kiddo, and I just had a moment where I saw a bar that I could do pull-ups on, and I did 10 pull-ups, nice, slow, deliberate 10 pull-ups. And that felt good that I was able to do that. I couldn't do that years ago at all, not even close. I would struggle to get a couple if but 10 easy ones, that felt good that I was able to do that. And that comes from the momentum of sticking with the program. You just stay the course, keep doing the thing, and all of a sudden you accumulate something. With my photography, it was the same way. I'm self-taught with everything, and I struggled to teach myself how to take photos and get better. And when I started shooting models, socially, I struggled so much, like talking to people, especially, pretty women. Like that was a struggle for me. I felt inferior and insecure, and it was difficult. I felt inadequate trying to shoot and set up lights and work in a studio, and it took time. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of patience. It took a lot of magic tricks to make people look the other way as I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, But I got better and better, and I saw that momentum grow. I saw my skills grow. And that felt amazing when you produce good work, or same thing with guitar. Like I couldn't play anything. I taught myself. I just got a guitar and just started trying to figure it out. And same thing with piano. I just started trying to figure it out. But all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're playing a song. You're making up a song. You're creating art. And it feels good. It feels good to be good at something. But that takes time, and it takes concentrated effort. If you're not willing to do that concentrated effort, put in the time, then you'll never see those results, and you'll always live in the I wish. And nobody wants to live in the I wish I did, or I wish I would have, or maybe someday. Nobody wants to live in that world. At least I don't think so. But that's pretty much all I have for today. I feel good about this workout. I think mentally it helps me more than anything, because as you can hear in my monologue here, that I'm pretty proud of myself for doing it today, even though the workout wasn't anything too special. But I'm celebrating the fact that I did it, and I'm able to do it. And I'm able to do 100 burpees and 100 sit-ups. I mean, that's an accomplishment all by itself. And I can do it without my shirt on and not feel terrible about myself. I couldn't do that for years upon years. I couldn't stand seeing myself, especially in a picture. I didn't want to ever see myself in a picture, and I certainly didn't want to see myself without a shirt on. And here I am, exercising and making a video for accountability, and that feels good. It feels good. So, anyways, whatever you're doing out there, guys, just keep some of that in mind, Sometimes you just got to do it, and you just got to push through. And all of a sudden you come out into a new world that you didn't really know existed because you haven't experienced it. And once you start experiencing success and feeling like you did something with yourself, it's kind of addictive. You want more of it. You want to keep feeling that because you've been there and you know how it feels, and you want it again. Because you also know what it feels like to not do it. You know what defeat feels like. You know what regret feels like. You know what sadness because you didn't decide to take the time. You know what that feels like. We don't want that either. So, something to think about. Just food for thought. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody who listens. If anybody listens, I appreciate you. If you could like or subscribe, that'd be awesome. But either way, you know what? Take care of yourself. Take care of somebody else. Do something for somebody else. In a hostile world that we live in these days, try to share a little love, Try to share a little kindness. And be kind to yourself. All right, guys. We will catch you later. Maybe we'll see you at lunch. All right, peace. It's Tuesday, my friends. Tuesday morning. We have a store called Tuesday Morning here. Weird. Okay, so today is the 11th. I did 100 and 100. It's minimal, but it's good. And I'm proud of it. The fact is, I woke up not wanting to do a damn thing. So, and I only tell you that not to complain, but to make you realize that we're all going through it, man. We all go through it. But I did 100 burpees, 100 sit-ups, and I'm proud of myself for doing it, and I feel better for doing it. So it's a great Tuesday, and I'm super, super, super thankful for this day. I'm thankful for yesterday, but boy, am I thankful for today. I woke up again, and I get to do it all over again. So it's a good thing. All right, whatever you're doing out there, be kind to somebody, okay? Especially be kind to yourself. All right, stay strong.